Hello everyone. So in this session we are going to start the new chapter. The chapter name is Biology in Human Welfare. So in this chapter we have only in this unit we have only two chapters. One is Human Health and Disease. Second one is Microbes in Human Welfare. The third one is Food and Enhancement. That chapter got deleted. So we are going to learn only these two chapters. Okay. The first chapter, what I said just now, Human Health and Disease. Diseases. The name itself saying we are going to learn about the health and also about the diseases. In which state of body is going to define a good health, and which state of body is going to define is the body suffering from disease. This chapter includes four concepts. The first concept is common diseases in common diseases in humans. The second concept is immunity. Third is AIDS. Fourth is cancer. Yes. Fifth one is drug and alcohol abuse. Drug and alcohol abuse. So, as I just now wrote on the board, Human Health and Disease, it consists of 5 concepts. The first one, as I have written on the board, the first concept tells about the some common diseases which is going to occur to the human body, which is going to cure as early as possible, like 2 to 3 days it is going to cure, like cough, cold, fever, like this kind of diseases, and how our body immunity is going to resist to any of the pathogens. And we also going to study about the AIDS. What actually AIDS is a disease, a infectious disease which is going to infect from one person to other person, and which is the causative agent to this disease. And the cancer, this is not the infectious disease, this is the non-infectious disease. And also we are going to learn about the drug and alcohol. If someone is going to addict to the drug and also to the alcohol, how their mindset will be, how their body will balance their how they used to maintain their body. If someone is going to addict to the drug or to the alcohol, how their immune system work, what is the society is going to tell to those drug and alcohol addicts. Yes, all these phenomena we are going to learn in this chapter. So before starting this concept, I would like to mention some introduction about the health. Okay, so nowadays we can check, or we can see, or we can observe, or we can easily tell, yes, I am suffering from so and so diseases by seeing the symptoms itself. Okay, but earlier before the invention of medicine, or before the invention of any of the microorganisms, how the people used to treat their diseases and all. Earlier, Greek thinkers like Hippocrates and Indian Ayurveda, they used to discover, or they used to define the disease. Like if someone is having high body temperature, they used to believe Yes, he is having a black bile in his body. Because of that black bile, his body temperature is going to high. But after the invention of, but that was totally absent, sorry, wrong phenomena it was. After the discovery of blood circulation by William Harvey. William Harvey, he was the one who discovered blood circulation. You know better why our body temperature is, body temperature will go to a high peak. Why so? Just think yourself, you know the answer. After the what they used to think, what the Hippocrates and Indian Ayurveda used to think, if the black bile is present, their body temperature is going to high, and they are considered as, yes, the people is suffering from fever. After the discovery of blood circulation, what he told, the blood is the one fluid. It is going to pass from one place to other place, from throughout the body. We can say throughout the body the blood is going to circulate, and also the immune system declares our state of body. What actually it is? If the immune system is in a proper manner, our body or our state of health will be very good. What the state of body controls our state of body? If our body is in a healthier position, it means what? Our immune system is working in a proper way. With the blood circulation, the immune system also affects or reflects our state of body or our state of health and all. Okay, so after his discovery, after his invention, after William Harvey invention, the black bile concept was disapproved. So you have to remember this, black bile. This word, just write down, black bile. Sometimes they used to ask in the examination, what was the disapproved theory by what? Hippocrates and Indian Ayurveda. Their disapproved theory was on black bile concept. Okay, so the next is how the health is going to affect. The health is going to affected by, I am going to write 3 factors here. Only 3 factors I am going to show you, because according to NCERT we have 3 factors or 3 type of infections. Through that, health is going to up and down, like health is going to upset. Okay, so out of 3, the first one is genetic disorder. What does it mean, the genetic disorder? This is not at all like we people, it is not in our hand, it is not in our control. Maybe the genetic disorder is congenital. Through our parents, the baby can carry the diseases. Okay, so that kind of diseases, if that kind of disorder affects to the human body, that can call or that can called as a disease. The state of body is not in a proper manner or proper position. This is one infection or this is one factor which is going to affect to the health. And second one is genetic. After the genetic disorder, some of the infections like you can, I can take a better example. Nowadays we are going through a pandemic known as, we are going through in today's condition, from which infections we are going through. Some of them haven't caused this infection, but some of them are suffering from the infection known as a coronavirus. Yes, so those got infected by that kind of virus, or any kind of allergens, or any kind of microorganisms that will also infect, or that will also affect the state of body, or to the health, or to the good health. So this is also one factor what we have to keep this in mind. Okay, one is genetic disorder which is not in our control, but infection. From the infection we can easily control the infections by following some easy rules and regulations. We can come up from this type of infections. And the third one is lifestyle. So what does it mean? Lifestyle means what? Now, my dear students, the lifestyle is nothing but how we are leading our life, how we are living in this environment. We have number of microorganisms around us. If I am touching this, what is this chalk piece, if from the same hand, if I put my finger into my mouth, my lifestyle is not at all good. Living in this environment, living in this society, following some rules, following some hygienic rules, that also matters to the health. If we are not keeping our body in a hygiene, definitely our state of body is going to affect our body. Our body will be suffering from some serious diseases also. So this also affects, lifestyle factor also affects to the health. Okay, so the next is, after these three factors, we'll move on to the definition of health. What does it mean? Health, do it have the definition? You can consider, you can imagine right now. So the definition of the health is as follow. Literally we can define health as absence of disease. Literally we can say a good health as absence of disease. If the disease is not present, we can call that as a healthy body. If the body is not at all suffering from any kind of disease, we can call that body as a healthy body. Or literally I am speaking here, okay, physical, this is not the definition, physical fitness is also a literal definition of a health. Okay, got it my students? So health we can call it as absence of diseases or physical fitness. Then what the exact definition of health? Health has a proper definition as it is a state of a complete physical, mental and social well-being. So health is nothing but, it is defined as a state of complete physical and mental and social well-being of human body, is known as it refers to health. Now, why they have given the physical? To some extent, the physical is a suitable word for the health. Physically, if we are fit, and also we have to stable mentally also. Mentally, if we are stable, that word suit to the health. Now, what about social well-being? If we are being good to the society, that also considered as a good health. Yes, my dear students, you have to learn this word. You have to follow this word also. If I am not suffering from any kind of diseases, but I am going to harm to the neighbors or to the society, if I am keeping that kind of what habit, that also doesn't refer to a good health. He'll be called as an unhealthy person. Yes, you have to treat to the society or to the neighbors or to any of the people in a good manner. Then only you will be called as a healthy person. Yes, my dear students, yes, a state of complete physical, mental and social well-being of human body is known to be a health. Now, next is how the people will be if a person is healthier, how he used to think, how he used to be in the society, how his body, how his mentality will be in every situation, in every work, in every kind of moment. He'll be as good as possible. Just think yourself, physically if a person is not good, or mentally if a person is not good, and social also if a person is not at all good. Just think yourself, he will not be as good as work. He'll be called as a bad person, or if he is not fit from the physical body. If just imagine, social also he is very good, mentally he is very good. If he is suffering from any kind of diseases, he cannot concentrate to the work. He'll feel asleep, he feel sleepy. He needs some medicines. By taking some medicines, he'll recover his body, he'll back to the work, and everything will be under control. Just imagine, my dear students, physical also he'll be fit, and social also he is not going to harm to any of the person. Mentally, if he is not at all good, then how the society used to treat him. Just I don't want to take that particular word, just imagine or just refer by yourself. Okay, complete physical, mental and social well-being is very important for being healthier. Okay, yes, my dear students, after the health concept, we will move on to a short definition, a short introduction about the disease. Yes, I'll write the definition here. When the functioning of one or more organ system organ or organ system is adversely affected by any of the pathogen, any of the pathogen is known to be any of the pathogen, and the appearance of various signs and symptoms and it is characterized by appearance of various signs and symptoms. It is known to be a disease. So listen to me, if you can skip this line, it is more effective for the definition of disease. So functioning of the organ or organ system is very important here. So only we are talking about the disease here. Yes, we are not going to talking about the social well-being. Okay, so except to that word, if we are talking about the physical fitness, our body organ or organ system is going to adversely affect, and it is characterized. If just imagine my stomach is badly aching. How I used to my stomach got infected by any of the pathogen. How I feel, how I used to characterize that adverse effect. I used to feel pain. I used to feel a bad pain in my stomach. So it means what? My body organ is not functioning properly, and it is characterized by some of the sign and symptom. How it got effect? It is affected by some of the pathogen that I don't know about that. So it means what? I am not healthy. I am suffering from some type of disease. So disease can be cured by, let me tell you the characteristics, two types of diseases here. There are two types. The disease is grouped into broadly two groups, or broadly it is characterized into two groups. One is infectious and non-infectious. One is infectious and second one is non-infectious. So the infectious disease means what? Infectious disease means, as simple it is, very simple it is. Infectious is the disease is going to infect from one person to other person. That type of disease is known as infectious disease. One more is there, non-infectious. That is, disease is not carrying the disease is not carryable. It is not going to harm from one person to other person. It is not going to harm to any other person. That type of disease is known as non-infectious. Can you give some example for the infectious and non-infectious? Just write it and submit it to me. When you submit the keynotes, I just want to see that. Okay, so the diseases and all we have, we are going to learn 4 or 5 types of diseases in this NCERT book, in this class 12. Okay, that I will continue, but I would like to see which are the infectious diseases and which are the non-infectious diseases. Okay, so while writing this definition, be careful, don't mismatch the words. And okay, so here I have written the characterized word little bit here, so don't get confused that. And one more thing to tell, how you are going to keep your body, which type of food you are going to consume, that is important, that I forgot to mention. After the definition of health, I just wanted to tell that I should explain that concept. The concept is like the balanced diet. Balanced diet, it plays a very important role in our life. If we are not consuming a good food, that adversely affect our health. If we are consuming like a fat content food or a junk food, that will be badly infect or affect the health. Easily we can catch the diseases through that unhealthy or unhygienic food. If we are doing exercise, if we are having a good habits, and if we are doing yogas, and with that we have balanced diet, we are consuming a balanced diet, that will totally affect to our health, and it let the body to keep a balance, to keep the body in a balanced manner. Okay, so that you have to add after the definition of health. After that, you just write the diseases. Okay, the disease definition you have to write, and the two broad groups of disease. One is infectious and one more is non-infectious. After that, we will continue in the next session. Thank you.